All right, guys. So today we are going to talk about candling eggs. And what it is a looking inside of an egg that is in the incubator um, and making sure that it's developing the way it's supposed to be. So, what I'm going to be doing is using this little candler. It's called a candler, and I'm about to tell you why it is called a candler. So it is plastic, it is battery operated, it has a ring around that's made out of rubber. That's where you place the egg, and then you push the button, and the light comes on, and it is high density light so you can see through the shell. Now, with the dark eggs, it's really hard to see, but with the lighter color eggs, you can see development. Now, why is it called a kindling? Because long time ago, they did not have technology like we do now. So they didn't have things that can be battery operated or plugged into the wall. So they had to use a light from the actual candle to look inside of an egg. But they would make things like tubes or boxes, and then they would place the candle inside of it and then put the egg on top. Now, this one is homemade, but it looks like it has a cable, so it's probably plugged into the wall. This one, it most likely has a flashlight inside of it, but like I said, a long time ago, they used an actual candle. That's why it is called egg candling. All right, what is it that we are looking for, boys and girls? We are looking for signs of life. So, as you know, um, mother hen lays an egg. If she's around a rooster and the rooster is able to take his cells and meet those cells with the hen cell, the egg will be called fertilized egg. All right. And on day one, you can see that little bullseye right there. That's when it all starts. And slowly, the little bullseye will develop blood vessels or spider webs, as we call them. Okay. And they get bigger and bigger. And the thing in the middle, that's going to be what we call an embryo. That's that little baby chick. And on day 18, you can see this is called a air pocket. This is where the baby chick gets the air to breathe while inside of an egg. All right, so we are on day 4 of our incubation, so we're not going to see a lot, but we should be seeing some of the spider webs or the blood vessels already developing. I tried to do candling and using my computer to record it earlier. Didn't work. We weren't able to see anything. It was too bright, so I had to use my phone to record it. And I'm going to show you those videos in just a minute. But once again, this. Let me see. This little dot in the middle, that's going to be our embryo that will eventually develop into a baby. Now, some of the eggs, because you never know if they are going to develop or not, but some of the eggs will look just like this. And those are kind of eggs that you would buy at the store and eat them for breakfast because they were never fertilized. There was never a little baby that was developing. So as you can see, there's nothing inside of it. All you can see is yolk. And we are going to kindle one of those eggs that was never in the incubator. Hopefully you already know the life cycle of a chicken. Okay, we start with adult hen that will lay an egg. If there was a rooster around her, there may be an embryo inside of it. The embryo will become a hatchling and it will hatch into a baby chick that will grow up. And if it is a girl, she will grow into a hen that lays eggs. If it's a rooster, if it's a boy, he will grow into a rooster. Okay. And roosters don't lay eggs. All right, so what is inside of an egg? Inside of an egg is embryo, and that embryo will eventually become a baby chick. Okay, this is the yolk that you have inside a vitellis or yolk, okay, that's inside of an egg, and this is what feeds the baby. Okay, the baby will absorb all of that yolk while growing inside of the egg, and this would be your egg white over here. Okay, and this is that air pocket I was telling you about, and the air pocket grows bigger the longer the embryo is inside of the egg. All right, so I am going to show you some of the videos from candling the eggs that I have in our incubator. All right, so I wasn't really able to capture that on my computer, so I'm using my phone so you can see better. Okay, you can clearly see the blood vessels starting to develop, and then the dark spot in the middle, that's gonna be our embryo. There's not that much development just yet, but again, this is only day 4. I'm gonna turn it very gently. Let's see if we can see it better. There we go. See some of those blood vessels right there. Hopefully this will start developing in the next few days. All right, so let me show you again the regular egg and the difference. You can see it better this time. See, this is the egg that you would get at the grocery store. You can see the yolk and the egg white, but there is no blood vessels like on our incubated egg. I'm gonna get another egg and see what we can see in that one. All right, so this egg, unfortunately, I have a feeling it is not, it started developing, but this one is going to be what we call a quitter. I don't know if you can see, there is a ring, a blood ring going across. So which means that the embryo, the little cells started to develop, but it looks like it quit on us. And it's not going to, it's not going to keep developing. But again, I'm going to give it a few more days. I'm not gonna take it out of the incubator just yet. But unfortunately, I think this one will be a quitter. All right, so here's another one that is looking very promising. You can see the blood vessels, and you can see the darker spot in the middle. That's going to be it's going to start developing into a little baby chick. I'm going to gently turn it over. Yeah, there are the blood vessels down here. So this one is looking really good. All right, guys. So like I told you, we have 38 eggs in an incubator, but unfortunately we are not going to end up with 38 chicks because some of the eggs are going to turn out not to be fertilized at all. Fertilized just means that the rooster's cells met with the hen's cell to start the process of the baby developing inside of the egg. All right, I will see you guys next time.